And they are the ones that are, see how they're lighter in the middle and darker on the outside? Basically, we still want to work on building red blood cells, making them plumper. Because when they're kind of shaped like a disc, so when they're thin in the middle, just the light from the microscope kind of shows through. You can see they're lighter in the middle. But what happens is the outer portion of the cell, or coverings, they get thicker, the cell membrane, and therefore the oxygen nutrient exchange is, that's a good example of one, is not as it should be. See this? See how it's darker on the outside and lighter on the inside. So each cell has certain receptor sites on it, and so if those if the membrane is thicker, if the covering is thicker, it just makes it harder for the nutrients to get into the receptor sites.
I don't see any of them popping out like last year. Was that last year or 2 years ago?
I think
It was 2 years.
Yeah. Way different. Way different. So we have a little bit of relowing where they're sticking together.
I think that was because it kind of sort of got electrocuted. Remember I was using that zapper and I fell asleep with it for 8 hours.
Right.
And you're only supposed to do it for 2 hours.
Right.
My arm, it took a long time. It felt really funky.
I have seen, I'll go around the whole drop to see if there's any at all in here, because we want to take an average of the whole drop, not just one little section, because it can be a little bit different. Oh, do you see the face?
That guy?
Uh-huh.
It looks like he's not too happy.
Well, talk to him. Hello. That's your immune system. That's
The white blood cells?
Yeah, that's your.
Really?
That's one of your white blood cells. So,
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you for being there.
Yeah.
Do we need more of
there you
those?
go. Smile.
How do you get more of them?
Well, you don't want too many.
Oh.
Because then you would have an infection.
Oh, we don't need that.
Okay. Now it's changing as they do. As they change. Now it looks like a tiger. Oh, you're getting. Oh, see? Do you see it? I don't know if you can see it from that angle. It's different sometimes.
What's he doing?
Definitely. Just change. It changed right from into a tiger. So you're like, yeah, you are going to be better. Yes, you are.
What's this thing over there?
lion. That is just some debris in the blood. Let me try and focus. Every time I turn it, have to refocus. Now it's back to a face. But it does look happier.
Yeah, it had a frown before.
Yeah. Yeah.
These other guys are on top of each other.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
It is cool. There is definitely, I mean, your blood tells all, and your blood speaks to you, to us. The blood will speak to us, and it's through little ways like that it
Are they supposed to be on top of each other?
Not necessarily, but it's not too bad. It's called relowing. Has a little bit to do with digestion of proteins. Has to do with sometimes liver, like if we work on liver, then, which is in your digestive system, of course, then it will pop out of there. I've done a series of slides where we will put one up there and then drink couple ounces of Nixia Red.
Yeah,
and
it'll change?
A couple minutes later, it'll change.
That's what I was wondering, if I did oils, would it change right away?
Pretty quick.
In a minute.
Yeah, pretty quick. It kind of depends on what you use. So far, no, let me go up. No, none of the ghost cells. Those, what we saw
Those were the ones
before.
popping out?
Yes. Okay, so it is liver. You see the little, almost look like, we call them spicules, but they look like, almost like a spider web kind of
Oh yeah.
line.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that is liver. So that's probably why the cells are sticking together. And you have a lot more. What I remember is there was not near as many red blood cells.
No.
Look, there's a lot.
Yeah.
That
Well, I've been
is
doing the
huge.
ninja, and I've been doing the oils faithfully.
That's
What's
an air,
that?
air bubble. Don't stress. It's okay. It's okay. It's not in your blood. It's when you put the cover slide on, you can get a little air bubble. Now they're a little more.
Those look like slinkies.
Yes, and when we find areas where the liver is showing, you're going to have more of that glowing. See, I don't know if you can see it or
Yeah.
not, but there's some more lines over
Yeah.
that way.
So what is liver?
Well, everything processes through the liver. Anything that you
So I need to
eat,
do oils for my liver?
digest. Oh, absolutely. We'll find out. We'll see. Everything is processed through the liver now. But here's something that I'm seeing. I'm going to put a question mark, but it looks
That or that?
right here
Mm-hmm.
and right here.
Uh-huh.
Looks like it could be what we call spirochete,
Mm-hmm.
which can possibly be
Like the
underlying-
parasites.
Yeah, underlying the whole thing. See, there's another white cell
Mm-hmm.
here.
That one looks like a flower.
Yeah, that was a nice one. That was a baby one. It was good. Just into some bacteria. Why am I getting this light? Way better than it was before, honestly. And I'm just going by memory. I just remember.
Oh yeah. I wish I had brought the other video.
Yeah.
I did a video. We could have
Yeah.
compared it.
Oh, I remember.
Mhm.
Because.
That was like unique.
Yeah,
It just
that's-
popping in, popping out. That'd be like a spirochete.
Yeah, darn it. Yeah.
No, that's a good thing. I have the Rife machine.
Oh, right.
I know what to work
Okay.
on.
That's right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I love it. So it does. Sometimes they don't always show in the blood. They hide a lot in our organs. I have an affinity for the thyroid.
Yes. That's what one of the original things that came up.
Okay.
So, would Lyme be considered as a spirochete, or is it a different family?
It's the same family. Anybody that has Lyme's would have a spirochete, but not everybody that has a spirochete has Lyme.
That makes sense.
They call it the great imitator because it can morph into various different problems. And that's why it's hard to find. That's why, and I
What's
mean,
this guy?
that's another white cell that is a different kind. Monoceroblast. Actually, they should be moving, changing shape a little bit. Yeah, it is. So, the fact that it can morph into various different,
Yeah.
that is digestive, that is in the fungal line, and also that right there tells us that it's just kind of, I know it's hard to see probably. in
Would
the
that be like a
lighting.
ringworm or roundworm?
No,
Oh.
no, that's just where you have a little trouble digesting the gluten.
Ah.
Like we know that.
But I haven't had any gluten in it.
No, but
Oh.
it's just, it's in your, it just shows,
Oh.
right?
Wow.
It's still digestive, and things just show.
What,
There's
that
a
big
couple
one?
of white cells.
Are they supposed to be that big?
Not always. Not always, but they start out smaller.
Mm.
I'm kind of on an edge, so sometimes things get looking a little weird. So let me just go down a little bit. Yeah, that's better.
Mm.
Because once it gets to the edge of the slide, you're going to get weird things. Look how many red blood cells you have, though.
But stay, wait. What are these little speckles moving?
Those are called chylomicrons.
Mm.
And those are actually, that's liver also. It has to do with, but you did just eat. So it's little, like fat globules. You say the body's digesting.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to.
Did I do that? I'm sorry.
It's dry. It's okay. The ones that are a little bit bigger, more like that, call those little somatids. We do call them a parasite, but I don't necessarily see, like, have like a lot of parasites, but the fact that we found the spirochete, they kind of all live together, and join forces to get what they want, basically. There's a few ghost cells, but I am like I've gone 3/4 of the way around the drop. So we still see that there are some in there. Do you see the real lighter? But they're not popping like they were. Remember, they would just get a little bit bigger and then poof, pop, and totally
they were popping
disappear.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, they call that apoptosis. They're dying off very quickly. All right, let's go over this way. Whoop.
Fascinating.
Yeah, there's an air bubble again. Looks like an egg. There. So we want to pay attention that there are still a few of the ghost cells, not a lot, comparatively how we've gone. Like I said, we're taking an average of the whole drop. So honestly, like I don't know, an eighth of the drop, maybe something like that. So that, I mean, we don't want any, of course, but that is still way, way, way better. Okay, whoops, I'm going to get over.
Just the fact that I'm watching the move. I remember Dottie had hers done in Manon that same day.
Yeah.
And theirs were jumping around, moving around all over the place, and mine were like not.
Not, right.
So I feel like I've made progress in the right direction.
Very much so. I see a huge difference. Honestly, I do. I just remember because I was worried.
Yeah, I was too. I really was. But now the heavy metals won't show up in this one. They'll show in the dried one, right? That's what I'm curious to see because I've really been pulling them out.
No, we do, and I saw a little one earlier. We have a little bit of a crystal in there, enough that I'm going to write it down. Well,
with that long thing right there?
Yeah. See how it shines when
this
I go.
Guy?
Yep.
Oh, crystal. Well, I was going to say, my mother, her dish broke, and I still got part of her dish in my thumb. Could that be that lead crystal?
No.
Oh, that's not that.
No, that would be if you have taken like an ibuprofen or a Tylenol, anything like that.
Aspirin. I took aspirin last night.
That's it. Then, yeah.
Huh. Really? It shows up in there, and it hangs in there.
I've seen him.
I thought it was supposed to. I did aspirin last night. I thought it was supposed to help thin the blood.
Yeah, it does. But as far as how, it's a chemical. It's man-made. So it's just how our body
reacts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it would be better for me to do what, the wintergreen,
Yeah.
than the blood, than an aspirin.
Capsicum, too. Capsicum, hot pepper, in a capsule, so you don't have to eat
Really,
it.
Young Living makes that?
No,
Oh.
but you can get. We'll see what the Zydos says. See, that's why I love doing the Zydos,
Yeah.
because at the same time that I read the blood, because I want to see. Now we're back to where we were. Pretty much. I gotta go down just a little bit more, but. And it's going to slow down after you have it up on the slide for a while. You know, it's
How long
gonna
do they
slow
have to be
down.
out of the blood, out of the body to die off?
Depending on how strong a person's blood is. I mean, the blood can move on here up to an hour or so. I mean, I've seen it. But if your blood is very strong and moving very fast. If it's not, then there's some that are still moving. We've been looking at it for a little while, so that's pretty awesome.
It looks like sludge.
Yeah, in that area.
Fascinating.
It is. Well, so we saw the one little face, and he was just not happy. But then we got I called it a tiger, but it might have looked more like a lion. But, that face was definitely strength. I saw strength in that. It morphed into strength. Like, okay, that's all right. I can handle it. I can do it. We're going to be good. And that's why I love when the blood speaks to us in that way, because we're visual. Like, we love when we see something visual, and when we look at it on the screen and we actually saw that little face, then it's easier for us to communicate that way. This is a parasite. It's trying to get in that cell.
Holy moly.
Look at it. Tell it not to. Go away. You don't need to go there. Yeah.
You're
They
not
haven't-
welcome there.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, they have an
Poof.
intelligence of their own, and especially the spirochetes. That's why they're a little harder to get rid of, because of their intelligence. It's almost like a higher intelligence. So, and like they call them, like I said, the great imitator, because it can imitate MS, it can imitate the Lyme's, morph into, Epstein-Barr, all those kinds of things. Where do they
Can't those
come
two
from?
cells get together and squish them?
Right. Well, it's leaving it alone. Now he's kind of going to the other cell. Oh, maybe that's what they're going to do. I don't know. Be interesting to see here. See if we can focus. Well, what's interesting is the cells are saying no, you can't fit here, you can't fit here. Some of why you see the movement is because the plasma is still moving.
What's plasma?
Plasma, that's what the
red
fluid
cells?
that the red cells are in. And you can kind of sometimes but literally
Ma'am, Stacy in there?
yeah, she is.
Looking at your blood.
Yeah.
You should have seen it a year. How long? A year? 2 years ago?
I think it's 2 years that we did it. I
When
think.